Hey guys, welcome back to the program. Welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show. And today I've got a very interesting video for you guys. I've got a brand new release from a brand that I've never featured on the channel before. They are an authentic Italian watchmaker. They are based in Venice, Italy. And they produce very unique designs, and they take inspiration from their surroundings, but it's full of Italian flair, and you'll see what I mean. But what they do with their watches, they source some of the best materials they can within their price point. And these guys may not be so well known, but they have been on my radar for a couple of years now. They have over 75 bricks and mortar stores selling their brand as an authorized dealer. So they've obviously been doing something very right across Europe. They are a major success. And the watch in hand that I'm going to unveil for you guys today, the watch itself is called the Venezianico Nereide Tungsteno Anthracite. Wow, very Italian, I have to say. Even the name, the way they describe it, has Italian flair. But before I go into too much depth in regards to this watch and discuss it in more detail, let's check out the packaging of the watch and what it came with. And you can see, very designer type box, I have to say. A lot of flair in the design. It's cardboard box, but it's got a velvety feel about it. In regards to came in this box as well that I opened up, and it basically has a model design of the geographic location from where this watch is from, telling you a little bit about its pedigree, its design, aesthetic. Let's have a look what the watch came with as well. Venezianico, this is what it comes with. Let's have a look what this is about here. Bear with me, guys. So what do we have here? Certificate of authenticity. Okay, very nice indeed. And as you can see, where the watch is made in Venice, Italy, an authentic Italian watch brand. What else do we have? Join our owners club, and you've got Alberto Morelli, Alessandro Morelli. These are the directors of the firm Venezianico. Very cool brand indeed. Thanks for your purchase. By joining the Venezianico Facebook group, you will receive behind the scene updates, special offers and surveys on your up and coming projects. Click on the following link to apply for club's membership. We are waiting for you. So they're keeping it very personal. It's like I said, this brand in Europe is doing very well indeed. There are lots of ADs that are authorized dealers of this brand now, and they're doing extremely well. I mean, to have over 75 bricks and mortar stores selling the actual watch range speaks volumes to me that they are really headed in the right direction. But look at this, guys. Very cool indeed. So it comes with a few little bits and bobs with the watch. But guys, let's change perspective and take a closer look at the watch in hand. Now then, let's take a closer look at this brand new release from Venezianico. Now, this watch in particular is a new color palette from the previous model. And like I said, it was sold out within 48 hours. Now, just to be transparent, Venezianico have sent this watch in to the channel for review. And I have to say, this is a watch that is a keeper in my collection. From when I first set my eyes on this watch, I was hypnotized by the mirror polish shine of this tungsten bezel, guys. But before I go into more detail in regards to my first impressions of this piece, let's go through the specifications of this particular timepiece. Now, the watch has a case diameter of 42 millimeters. It's got a lug to lug of 49 millimeters. It's got a case thickness of 12.6 millimeters. It's got a screw down crown. The watch is 200 meters water resistance. It's got a band width of 22 millimeters, a H-link base bracelet. It's got a mirror polish inner links in its H-link bracelet, but it's got a nice brush finishing and the bracelet tapers throughout. Very nice indeed. There's a high-end finish polish on top of the lugs, and it's finished and a very nice consistent brushing throughout the watch and consistent throughout the actual bracelet as well. Now, looking at the bracelet, the way it tapers down, there is a butterfly clasp as well. And let's just check this out. Bear with me, guys. And there you can see the actual logo. Very nice indeed. Take my gloves off. It's a bit more difficult with the gloves, to be honest with you. I'm wearing them because there is a lot of sort of mirror polishing on this watch. It's very, very intriguing, very sharp looking, but they do tend to leave some finger marks there. But looking at the engraving of the watch, look at that case back, very nice indeed. And this is where the actual logo is inspired. The actual logo is inspired by the top of the clock tower, which is located on the north side of St. Mark's Square, and there's a cross on top of this tower. Now, they take inspiration from the local geographic location. Very nice indeed. The watch hosts the Sellita SW200/1, a very reliable, robust Swiss movement, and it has 41 hours power reserve. Now, looking at the actual bezel itself, and this is the major highlight and feature of this watch. Not only is it a stunning piece with that beautiful H-link bracelet and that amazing sort of like rhodium dial, silvery grey metallic dial, is the tungsten insert, as what the Italians called tungsteno. And those of you that are not familiar with this material, it is one of the toughest materials you can use, and a lot more tougher than even ceramic, believe it or not, guys. So this is a very rare material, but it is extremely hard to use, hence the intro. If you're wondering what that was about in terms of the sun, the heat, the fire, you need to heat tungsten, the material, the metal itself, at 3,500 plus Celsius in order for you to use this type of metal. So although it has its advantages, it is extremely, extremely hard to manipulate. It's very hard to develop and mold as such. So you really need the resources and the tools to work with such a material, and that's why so many watch brands tend to not use it. Although it makes sense and it will preserve the shine, the quality of the bezel, they just don't use it. But Venezianico have used it because they want to be above the competition for sure. And what they said to me, the owners as such, they are sourcing the best materials for the prices, and this is no exception. But let's check out the bezel action. Does it really live up to the quality of the material that it's made out of? Bear with me, guys. It has a 120 click bezel. Ooh, it feels fantastic, guys. It really does. Very easy to use. No play whatsoever. It feels like a very premium product, and this will worry a lot of the competition, I would say, guys, for sure. This is an amazing bezel action, I have to say. Very impressive indeed. Screw down crown, applied logo there, like I said, where it's taken inspiration from the geographic location that it's part of. Therefore, basically what they've said, if you look at the press release and on their website, basically the clock tower, what has the cross at the top, is located on the north side of St. Mark's Square. It connects the political heart of the city, the historic Merchant Street, therefore midway between politics and business. It has set their pace since the 15th century. So there's got design cues to some historic, patriotic Italian design and very in fitting with this watch. Now, guys, what can I say about this piece? I mean, the price of it is £895, or sorry, euros, I should say. There are going to be a slight discount if you register your interest now, but you have to be quick because there's only 350 pieces being made, and the other color variant they produced of this was sold out within 48 hours. They are extremely popular. Okay, guys, so in Europe there are over 75 bricks and mortar stores that sell these watches, so they are a major success, and I think it will be no different here in the UK. They've been on my radar for a couple of years now. They've been around, I think, from 2016, 2017, and they are making real steps in the right direction. They are Italy's, apparently they're ranked in the top 3 best-selling Italian watch brands in Italy. They're in very high regard. They are what you call the Italians' watch enthusiast choice. And at this price point, they do go up against quite a bit of competition, but the movement is superb at the price. The tungsten bezel has no competition at this price point. So in fact, looking at the quality of the bracelet, the finishing, the consistency of the polishing, it is in a little bit of a league of its own, and it's got a little bit of flair, that Italian design right from the packaging. There's that designer flair that you get in their luxury goods. You get the sense of a luxury premium product. Now, there's no such thing as a perfect watch, and for me, I would have preferred the date function to be there at 6 o'clock, although it's very orthodox in design. I think it would have helped with the balance of the dial. Nothing major, just personal preference. It has got a butterfly clasp, which is very in fitting with this style of bracelet. Very nice indeed. It may not be to everybody's taste if you don't want such a sharp finish on a watch. It's very precise, clinical, very blingy. It really does stand out. Lots of flair, very sharp looking this watch. Love the engraving on the actual crown and finishing, very nice indeed. Good Swiss Luminova. I love the handset. I love the splash of blue. Let's just zoom in for you guys to have a look at the dial in more detail. Look at that in terms of finishing, guys. The marks that you see are smear marks from my hands. The only negative thing I would say, when you have a watch with such a high mirror polish, you do get fingerprint marks on the watch. But guys, at different lighting, this looks like it's like a mirror finish, and look at that on the actual bracelet, guys. Very cool indeed. I'm struggling to find negatives about this watch at this price point. The only negative is there's not going to be a lot of them made, only 350. And those of the guys that I've shown in the Watch Addiction group and my fellow subscribers, they have all signed up and registered their interest. It also comes with a rubber strap, and even at its RRP of, let's say, just under 900 euros, this is going to be a major success. Look at the way that dial plays with the light. Fantastic, guys. So guys, leave your comments below. Let me know your thoughts in regards to this particular timepiece. I'm going to leave you guys now with some footage of the watch on my wrist. I've got a 7-inch wrist in natural sunlight, and I'll see you in the next video.